Hello there, my peoples, fellow friends and gamers and Star Wars fans. Finally, going to be streaming some Jedi Survivor. The game's been out for a month and 3 days now. Um, I have completed the story. I completed it within the first few days, and I've been grinding the open world side of things. And now that I've finished uni, I've decided to finally begin actually streaming it. So this should be a bit of fun. I'm not sure how long I'll go for. Probably won't be like a crazy amount of time because it'll probably get quite hot in here, and I've got a bit of a headache as it is anyway. So yeah, we will see how I go. Um, I at least want to try out the party lightsaber, which changes color on every swing, and also mostly the red lightsaber because I've got a video that needs red lightsabers coming out next week. So stay tuned. But yeah, hope you're all doing well. Apologies, it has been so long since I did stream last, and after today, it will be a long time since I streaming in. So yeah. Anyway, without wasting any more time, starts new Journey Plus. Let's do it. I did the game on Jedi Knight, so I'm now going to do the game on Jedi Master. This will be a bit tricky. Let's go. I could do Grandmaster, but I don't have the patience for that, honestly. Hey, wait. Start New Journey Plus, yes. Start New Journey Plus again from the beginning with remixed encounters, additional post, new lightsaber, your lightsaber stance. Skill points will be refunded and spendable. Start New Journey Plus. Okay. Oh, so I get to keep the lightsaber stances and everything? I knew it would keep customization. I didn't realize it would do the stances as well. Here we go. Coruscant. The gunship. We've seen the Imperial Palace. I was kind of hoping for a bit more of a show on that one, but it's still really cool that we got to see it anyway. Given that it is old Papa Palps' thing. Oh yeah, there's my current fit. It's kind of like a 501st clone armor inspired design. If anything, so yeah. Coruscant Underworld Police as well. Oh, they look so good. Like, this is the first time we get to see them in live action. Well, it's not live action, it's obviously a game, but it's the first time we get to see them in a photorealistic setting, so yeah, it's really cool. There we go. The Jedi Temple. Big, big sad. Right. Here we go. It's actually mad how much like cutscene there is in this game. It's awesome. Like, I love it. I wasn't expecting it though. Like, Fallen Order had obviously I was expecting cutscenes, but some of them are really long in this game, which I actually really like because it just makes it even more of a cinematic experience, which is cool. Landing pad, right. Oh, the patrol troopers as well. It was a bit of a shame that we couldn't actually like scan them for the enemy archive and stuff for the data bank, but it is what it is. I mean, they play like stormtroopers and scout troopers really, but the fact that they are different, it would have been nice to have been able to scan them. But Again, it's whatever. Sean. Yeah, you can't. I might be taking some photos throughout the playthrough as well. By the way, I don't know when I'll do it, but there might be times where it's kind of relevant for me to do. So I'll do it at that point. Oh, brutal. See, that's a good like almost 5 minutes it feels of cutscene before you start getting into the gameplay side of things. Pretty cool. I originally had intentions of doing like Orabest translations for everything in this game, but I just never really got around to it. Like stuff like this. Oh, hello! I was not expecting that. Oh, it was a bit of a jump scare. But yeah, just stuff like this. It would be really cool to have done, but I feel like interest is slowly dropping out on that kind of stuff. So maybe not. Oh, very much just go forward, right? There's Cage. It's interesting because he's like the senator for Utapau, but then like he's also got control over this like sector of Coruscant by the sounds of it. It just makes me wonder if that was the case during the Republic as well. Like senators kind of had control over districts in Coruscant and whatnot. Because I feel like they probably would have had like local mayors more than anything else, but. Uh, Senator Haydan. Big man. Okay. I really like these sort of beige coloured security droids. It's a bit of a shame though, because obviously this is the KX Enforcer that has the like the stun baton, which they released the Black Series figure of, which I have just here. But that one there is yeah, it's just like the normal grey KX droid and not this beige KX droid, which is like a bit annoying. As like a you know, in the canon, this is what the KX Enforcer is. So like, that's not like it's just a little small sort of detail that's just like, oh, it's not right. It's a very minor thing, but it would have been nice because the normal grey ones just stick with the blasters and just melee. To excuse me. A lightsaber. For those who don't know, Senator Sajan is voiced by T.J. Ramini, who voiced and played Del Meeko in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Fun fact for you. Which, therefore, means it would make sense that when TJ Ramini was in LA back in 2020, at the same time as Anthony Scordi, and they met up and stuff, everyone was like, oh, Inferno Squad must be coming back. Clearly, I don't think that's the case, because I think TJ was probably doing like the performance for Senator Sajan at the time. And then Scordy was probably just doing some other work, but they just obviously seemed to be in the same place. So, oh yeah, so sneak peek for next week's video. That lightsaber hilt I've got there is inspired by Ventress. It's very hard to make a Ventress lightsaber because hers are very like rectangular and curved. So, and obviously the lightsabers in this are very round, and obviously have to be straight. So, yeah, it's like as close to Ventress as I feel like I could get with it. So yeah, once I get a red lightsaber crystal on it, I'll show it properly. Oh, and it's green currently as well. It doesn't look like it, does it? It really looks nothing like Venture Saber at all, but like I said, you can't really get anywhere near it, so it's a bit rough. That BD one is inspired by a particular droid from the Clone Wars. Boom. See, why can't I scan this boy? And I have 12. Bloody hell. 12 stims. It's just going to make this game so much easier. Well, certainly boss fights. Cool. And again. It's interesting though, actually. So on the Jedi Mars, yeah, this is one of the interesting things actually about this game that I didn't realize until until at some stage, is that depending on the difficulty you play, you've got different. Oh, hello. Yeah, you have different like types of enemies. So in the Jedi Knight playthrough for this, you don't have well, yeah, I mean, certainly in the Jedi Knight playthrough, there were no riot shields. I don't think there was certainly no purge trooper. Like they were all just the standard. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were all just the standard. Oh, blimey! That's a bloody good job I've got this. God, it really is a good job I have all these stims, honestly. I would agree. Yeah, so you just get more like tougher enemies the higher you go up as well. So even though the game's harder in terms of like health and damage and parry time, you also have harder enemies at certain locations. So it's very interesting. Uh-oh. His face is like, oh, the whole time. Thing is, you'd think right now that instead of considering this thing is clearly holding your body weight so easily, you just jump on here and then you would have just jumped onto that. Like, that's what I would have done. But yeah, I mean, realistically, I think that was probably what would happen. But obviously, in terms of a game, like you can't just make it that easy. So naturally, that's not going to happen. Hmm. No. Right, here we go. Right, don't have the ability to do the not double jump thing, but right. Wait, what was the? I saw there was another thing here. Yeah, that's the Rancor forced her. That was difficult. It was sehr difficult. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the Riot Scout Troopers only entered the game at a particular point on Kobo. Like where there's an escape pod and then there's Bedlam Raider droids and then there's the Scout Troopers. I'm pretty sure that's where the Riot Scout Troopers entered the game for me on Jedi Knight. But they're like in it straight away on Jedi Master. Which is pretty cool. Right, let's rest here and see if I have 19. Yo, I wasn't expecting to like get, because that means I'm going to be able to just get all the skill points straight away. Really wasn't expecting that at all. Pretty sure it'd be all of them. Like, if that's the case, I mean, I guess it's just that freedom of choice for, to be able to reset if you really want to. And it probably won't actually be all of them, come to think of it. Because I'm on 93. Maybe it will actually. Nah, it won't be, because there's 9 skill trees and I'm already 89 down. Or down to 89, I should say. Right, everything health related is up, so that's nice. Force. Yeah, in terms of like maximum force, I'll definitely do that. Think these other ones I kind of have to get. Yeah, I think those other ones I have to get to a particular point in the game to do. So, maybe it'll be all of them up to a particular point then, actually, because yeah, I can't do all of that. Dodger, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. How's it going? Yeah, I reckon it is. Maybe it's cheating doing all this. What was that push one actually? What if I press triangle and press R2 and triangle to push a wide area? Oh, that's really cool. I never noticed that. Oh, that's right. Okay, so press R2 before an enemy attacks to send them flying. Nice. That was satisfying, just seeing it bend like that. Whew. Yeah, okay, yeah. I think it will definitely be every skill up to a particular point then. Good. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Thank you very much. Yeah, busy. Um, well, busy-ish, I suppose. Not that busy now, actually, after yesterday. But um, yeah, going on holiday on Saturday, so I'm excited for that. Um, and then when I get back, it's just yeah, busy galore. So that'll be exciting. But yeah. Do apologise if this isn't the most exciting thing to watch right now, but I just want to get all my skill points done. Because why not? I've got all of the force done that I can. Got all of the health, and now single blade is complete. Just 4 more stances to go. Oof. We're going. I'm going to Spain with 7 friends, so there's 8 of us going in total. It's going to be good. Watching a football match on Sunday, doing a walking tour of Valencia, which is the city I'm staying in, and then yeah, doing some other walks and stuff in the area and whatnot. So yeah, it's gonna be nice. Okay, maybe it won't be all of them. I've got 3 stances left to go. 33 skill points. Let's have a look. 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 12, 14. So that would take me down to 19. Okay, so it certainly won't be all of them then. I probably won't use cross guard a lot, so I'll just get like as far into that as I can, really, and then yeah, that's fine. In all fairness, it said all skill points will be refunded, and I had a total of well, I guess I had a total of 99, and then it gave me another one as well. So, because in all fairness, on my main save, I haven't got everything sorted yet. I don't think, especially just the only thing I'm missing stuff on is the single blade, so that'll be why I won't get absolutely everything now. I'm not going to worry about those things actually just now. I'm going to go up to that. Right, and now I'll do some crossguard stuff. Guessing that's a wider radius on, yeah. I mean, the thing is, I don't really do these kind of special moves anyway. In all fairness, like, I'm never really one to do those things a lot of the time. So, right, 1, 2, 4. Okay, yeah, and then that's 7 right there. So I might as well just complete the blaster stance. And then I just need 4 more skill points to be able to complete the crossguard. So that's cool. This game has tons of stuff. It really does, yeah. I mean, it's so detailed. Perks discovered. Oh, that's why. Replaces standard enemies with new, more difficult combat encounters. That's why it's harder. Because that was equipped. Oh, that interestingly doesn't take up a slot. And that doesn't either. Right, okay, so... Oh, yeah, randomized cosmetics on death. Massive increase in weapon damage for both friends and foe. So it increases my damage, but increases my damage received. I might try that and see how that goes. That's interesting. Life regenerates up to a minimum point. I might actually use that. I never really had a look at the perks. Take that. Let's do that. Let's keep going. Yeah, I mean, I think this warrior one will... It'll be interesting to see, like, the actual difference in... Look at that, I've got so much health now. So I haven't seen much Survivor because I wanted to watch it on these streams. Oh, I appreciate that. Well, yeah, you'll get to see a lot of it now because, I mean, I'm not going to play a crazy amount today. And this will be the last stream for a couple weeks anyway, just because of me being away. So, right, how much damage? Holy crap. I was not expecting that. What? Oh my days. That was a blaster shot and it almost killed me on full health. That's madness. That is rough. It's literally a one hit with melee weapons on that perk. I don't think I can do that. Yeah, as fun as that would be, I'm not there. I'm just so not there. Right. Now I'm gonna go dual wield BRB, no worries, and dual sabers. Right. No, no. I tried to be a bit clever there and it just didn't work. Oh, what? Come on, let's time this better. Ah. No. It's not working. Ow. Oh, yeah. Oh, crap. I've done it again. It's a real shame you can't do that spin attack with one saber because it would literally be Palpatine's spin. hang on. I love that move. It's so cool. Oh, the double blade, man. It was okay in the first game, but I pretty much never used it. In this though, it's just gorgeous to use. So much fun. Just really want to get to a what's it called? Really want to get to a workbench, but I don't think I get to that until late. Oh yeah. I love how casually he just looks and he's like, oh, okay. Dead. Oh, Bode. Bear with. Got some grub. Right. Lovely. Right. Let's go. Oh, you're what? The collisions were still there. We're just still active, so it's like, maybe gone, but not really. Really want to hoop Bode. I mean, I don't really want to stay. I suppose I shouldn't. Well, no one's here. I wonder who Bode's master was. Right. I keep forgetting I don't have the dash right now. And we'll have to go through them. Hey, yo, what? That was sick. That was cool. Wonder why. Right, stop eating them. I probably should actually. If I die, then it'll take me back a long way. Mm. Hey Jen, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Hope you was doing well. The dark side has not been embraced. Oh yeah. Now that I've discovered how you do that, I'm just so keen on using it. It's such a cool move. Yeah. Let's do that. I'm good with just trying out my bicycle after maybe 2 years. Oh wow, fair play. Are you just getting out on a bike cycle ride and chilling out, or? But yeah, no, I'm good, thank you. Yeah, just I've managed to get all of my content for this week and next week finished, which is good. Because I'm going on holiday on Saturday, so yeah, needed to get stuff for the next week done. So yeah, I haven't got anything for the week after done yet, apart from a couple shorts, because whilst I'm away, I'm like I'm quietly anticipating news of some kind, whether it's a new game announcement, whether it's an update on a game we currently know about, or if there's like something Hunters related. I'm hoping that we get something whilst I'm away, so that if I am away and I can't make a video on it, then I'll just make a video on it when I get back home. I'm gonna try, like, if whilst I am away, I'm gonna try and like make a video on it, because I will have the facilities to do so. So well, I'll be taking my laptop. I've got all the footage I need really for whatever. So it's just like, yeah, I won't have my audio set up, but that's fine. I'll just like record audio on my phone or something. So it won't be as nice as normal, but yeah, it should work for what I need should I require it. So yeah. The first boss fight of Jedi Survivor. Oh, I know. So yeah, just a quick one here, but I got stuck on that sign first time trying to cross it. Wait, what sign, sorry? Correct. I didn't like him either. The blue and white one. In the UK, there's a lot of blue and white signs, so yeah, I don't exactly know what you're referring to still. My apologies. Oh, wait, hang on. Do you mean in Jedi Survivor, a blue and white sign? Have I just been stupid? I feel like I've been really stupid. My apologies, Jen. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, these things happen this side of the game. I can't believe I thought you were talking about, like, IRL. That's funny. Sus. BRB? No, probably no. Right. Workbench. No? Oh, it's not even a workbench. I thought it was, to be honest. That's a bit of a shame. I was really hoping to get that red lightsaber there, but no. It was not. Oh wait, it's this place again. Eh? Unopened chest. Impossible. Impossible. Has to be. I'm getting the feeling that this was not the way. No, I believe it was. Right. There we go. It's interesting that they had well, the word Patissa, because Patissa's the name of the Rancor in Return of the Jedi and Bad Batch. It's the same rankle. Use a lightsaber. Very strong. It's a really nice yacht. I'm not gonna lie. We didn't know what was going on with Karida. Hang on, isn't Karida where they train Imperial pilots? There's something about Karida which is like... Yeah, they have a flight academy, I swear. And I'm pretty sure that's where Han Solo went to train. Let me check. Go on, BD. Karida. Is it Karida? Yeah, it looks like it was in Clone Wars, actually. Oh yeah, Point of No Return, first appearance in Tarkin. Yeah, it's mentioned in Solo. Karida Academy. Yeah, Karida Academy was... Yeah. Imperial Navy training, so yeah, pilots and whatnot. It's pretty cool. Hey. Bull. Hello. Don't care, mate. I don't care. Just give me the passcode. Uh-oh. It's a big Imperial presence. Hmm. Potentially wise words. Hmm? Who knows? Hmm. ILM X Lab have now become ILM Immersive. Interesting. Yeah, we revealed this news as part of an overall rebranding initiative of ILM, marking a new era of innovative, immersive storytelling within the world-class VFX studio. Uh, hmm, doesn't really say anything. It's a bit of a shame because it's been nearly 2 years now since Tales of the Jedi came out. I think not Tales of the Jedi, Tales from the Galaxy's Edge. I'm not too worried about talking to people because I've done all this before. Sure thing. Um, yeah, I think it's. Was it 2020? No, I think it's been. I think it's been 3 years nearly. Like two and at the moment it's 2.5 because I think it was the beginning of December. It was either very late November or early December that Tales from the Galaxy's Edge first released. So yeah, it's been a good it's been a good 2.5 years now, which is a bit mental. Um, Obviously they released the enhanced edition on PSVR 2 very recently. Um, oh snap! Yeah. So it's been a long time since we've heard anything from them. So whatever they're working on, I hope it's big and very exciting. Hopefully it'll be announced soon, but I don't know. We'll see. This whole thing's pretty brutal, I think. Like, just oof. Too late, Kestis. Hmm? Dark Side Cal. Love it. How's that hurt? Into the meat grinder. Everyone you have ever loved, gone. He's had it rough. I'll give him that. Ah, yes, a health stim. Oh, hello. Thanks, chap. Yeah, he's done well there. Didn't mean to. Yep, okay, nice. Baboonski. Done. Ease peas. Yeah, so the Jotaz is in there. It's pretty mad that the first time playing this, I just, you don't think about it because you just don't know. But there was a Jotaz in there the entire time, which is kind of crazy. Ooh, yeah, boy. Love that move. But because, yeah, it's only BD Visor, there's no Cobra Matter or anything like that, so God, this is so satisfying. Hello, boys. I thought he was so keen for me to be his first kill, and yet I just dunked on him. We want to try that move where it's like, oh yeah, look at that. Get wrecked. Very good. There's a lot of peeps. I'm gonna have some salted popcorn. Haven't had salt popcorn actually in a while, so this is different. I've heard that's what Triller does in Fallen Order, and then Cal's just done it then. I feel like that's definitely on purpose. Oh well, just salted popcorn's good. It's not too overpowering. Chiangi. Yeah. Could block that. Tell you what. I love the way she's just like, Custards. Hmm. Tell you what, the salt popcorn does leave the salt on your lips a bit though, which is actually quite nice. Because it's there to go to at the end, you know. Finish your popcorn, it's like, oh, I want some more. That's right, yeah. Ow. Come on. Just can't handle the fast flurry of attacks. Ow. Her lightsaber's not doing an awful lot of damage. I will. Spent too much time on this fight? How so? Like, died a lot, or taking loads of photos, or... I love how my other blade is just spinning around me. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's why. This is where you actually unlock double blade saber. Died a lot. Okay, that's fair. I got quite good at the Ninth Sister fight on Jedi Fallen Order. It took me a lot. When I first played through the game, it took me ages, but I got really good at the fight. So she's quite similar in this. She's very different, but quite similar. So I feel like I was able to take that into this. That is so brutal. So brutal. Give me a second. Oh, no, that's not the right word. There we go. Right, yeah, I'll stick with them. So you played very offensive at the start, and then you figure out you need to play more defensive. Yeah, and I think that goes for pretty much any boss fight in this game. You need to be very defensive, I think. Obviously, doesn't mean you can't be aggressive at times, but you can't just go in like guns blazing the entire time. You know, you have to be. You have to really learn an opponent's moves. Like when it's just like the standard enemies, you still have to kind of learn their moves a little bit, but you can get away with spamming it a lot anyway. Whereas with bosses, because they have so much health, you need to yeah, just be patient, learn their moves, parry them, and then you'll be good to go. Stop it. Gosh, can't have a bit of fun sometimes. There's Mr. Kestis and Mrs. Cage Vander. I love that. Oh, the boss was still going. Do you know any voice changer / editor programs? I actually have. Ages ago, I bought this like lifetime subscription to a voice changing program. It was like early last year because I thought I'm gonna use it a lot. But then the thing that I wanted to use it for just hasn't happened yet because I'm waiting for Hunters to come out. So the thing I have is called, I think it's just called Voice Mod. Yeah, it's literally just called Voice Mod. It's got a grey background and then like a light electric blue VM as its logo. There's loads of preset voices in there anyway, but then you can change it to your own custom thing. And I've actually seen there's this kid who did a few tutorials for sort of like Star Wars voices on YouTube, and they were actually really they were really good for the most part actually. So that was really cool. So yeah, that's a voicemod.net probably. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember the website name. It's just an application that I've downloaded. I think the lifetime subscription for it literally just to have have it for life was literally like £27. So at the time, I was just like, it was a bit of a no-brainer, really. Like, I've not used it, so I've not made it my money's worth out of it. But yeah, I want. When Hunters comes out, I really want to do um, like a Hunters podcast. Um, I've had a name and a logo for it for literally over a year, but because Hunters hasn't released yet, I haven't wanted to start it. So yeah, I'm gonna start it like before release, but we just don't know a release date yet. So it's like yeah. So I'll use it for that, I think. Um, because I want to make it like really community sort of driven as well. So it's like my idea for it is it's a podcast with myself and Sammy Boy. Um, whether he's, I mean, I'm hoping he's still going to be keen for it. Oh, and in there's actually a dark. Oh, you can see it as well. It's so badass. Look at that color. So cool. Um, yeah, so it would be me and Sammy. But then at times I want to have like it's called the it will be called the Arena After Show. So I kind of want to use that. Um, yeah, I kind of want to use that for um, yeah. So I kind of want to use that to have like a robot sort of announcer um, that will um, yeah, where I can then like feature community highlights and stuff like that. I think it'll be like a monthly thing. So at that point, it's like I could feature every sort of like, let's say it's an hour long podcast. Every 10 minutes, that like droid announcer will come into it, and yeah, and do like a community highlight. So it could be like an insane kill streak, or like an insane play that gets like 3 to 4 kills. So obviously a squad wipe. Or it could be um, like a community member did an insane drawing for a certain character or something. So I'd love to do that. I'd love to do something like that. Just really get the community involved. So yeah, I'll just have to wait and see really. But I think that'd be really cool. Nice thinking of trying to use something like that for my animations unless I have to use a voice actor on Fiverr. I mean, if you do something like that, like part of that. So yeah, I mean, obviously there are times where it can change your voice completely, but you will have to do yeah, you'll have to kind of like act to yourself a little bit as well. But yeah, it's definitely good. Um, but yeah, I mean, if you ever did want additional voices, Jen, you can always message me. Like I've got the audio set up for it. I've got voice mod myself, so um, yeah, I'd always be happy to lend a hand, do some voice acting stuff. Why not? But yeah, I mean, with regards to that whole like I started. So I think back in February last year, or it was the start of March. I started 3D modeling a TX droid head. Um, I think I got decently far into it, but just hadn't completed it. Um, so I kind of want to either try and find that model or just model something else. Um, because I think it'd be really fun to, um, yeah, I think it'd be really fun to do something like that. Even modeling the two droids I got from the Droid Factory. I'll get them now. Yeah, these two. So I got these from the Droid Factory from Disneyland Paris in July last year, and I've always wanted to do like a piece of merch for them because I came up with names for them. I think one was like I can't quite remember their names now, honestly, but one was like I think it was like R6S1 and R7S2 or something like that. Um, but yeah, it'd be cool to have these kind of as merch, but then also as like characters for the channel in a way. So, um, yeah, so I kind of want to model these guys in a pretty basic way, and then just create them because I could just have them in, um, in terms of like videos, I can just kind of get them doing things, or in the arena after show podcast, I can like have them that I can animate them in shot, and then maybe they project a screen which then has the gameplay on it or something. I don't know. I just yeah. I kind of want to do something with them. Like I've seen when I saw Star Wars Theories, like Vader's castle, sort of 3D environment that he created and stuff like that. And I know Eckhart's has like the backdrop of his streams has got like a 3D environment as well. So it's like I really want to incorporate that because yeah, I really want to make something like that because yeah, like I have the ability. Like, I know I have the know-how for doing that, but I've just never actually implemented it. So it would be cool. When did you get slash make them? So I got them in July last year at Disneyland Paris in the Droid Factory. So as soon as you go, let's say you can either just go in there anyway, but you can also in the Star Wars shop. But then you can go to the Star Tours ride, and when you come out of the Star Tours ride, you end up in that Star Wars shop. And on the left hand side, there's just a little station called Droid Factory, and it's just got so yeah, you've just got like different pieces. You got different heads, like bodies, legs, and like this little toe part as well. And you can just like fully customize your droid. There's probably like 6 or 7 pieces, different types of pieces. Well, there's probably more. There's quite a lot of different options basically. So I got these two, and my girlfriend got her own droid as well, which is like silver and black one. It's a really nice like design. Um, so yeah, they're pretty cool. So I obviously, um, I mean, you could say it makes more sense to have like it would make way more sense in a way to have this red body on this droid and this white and blue body on this droid, which like in normal Star Wars that's probably what you'd see, but because my channel's white, red, and blue, I wanted to incorporate white, red, and blue on both droids, but I wanted to have like mostly red with a bit of blue and then mostly blue with a bit of red. Although I mean this is kind of mostly red with the body anyway, like the bodies are very red. Um, but yeah, that's I kind of essentially want to do like the reverse in a way. So yeah, and it should be cool to go there once. I know you can build your own lightsaber there. Yeah, well, so they actually, to be fair, they do have a Droid Factory thing where you can build your own lightsaber, but it's like it's a bit of a cheap, but it's not a cheap one, but it's like it's not a very good lightsaber build. But then at Galaxy's Edge your set itself, then that's where they have like the proper expensive big builds for the like good lightsabers. So Yeah. But yeah, there was at the lightsaber. I did see the lightsaber station, but there wasn't anything. I think they'd taken it out. So you were thinking of Galaxy's Edge. This wasn't Galaxy's Edge because it was Disneyland Paris. Galaxy's Edge is only in California and Orlando at the moment. Branster, good to see you, my dude. Hope you're doing well. I love how you've got just the assembly parts just right here. Love that. I mean, I already had them anyway, so I don't really know why it's made me do that, but oh, that's why, because I had to clean it up. Right, so yeah, currently my blaster build at the moment's kind of an A180. It's the A180 barrel, which is just combustion, but it's like pink and Beskar. It's a bit of a rogue mix, but yeah, this BD1 build is Branster, you like Clone Wars. Name the droid that this BD build is inspired by. It's from the Clone Wars. I'll give you a couple minutes. This lightsaber build is inspired by pretty cool, this party one. So yeah, this changes based on each swing. Red. So now, yeah, Goldie, there you go. Nailed it, man. Nailed it. So yeah, this lightsaber build is inspired by Ventress, which doesn't really look like Ventress's lightsabers at all, but you can't really get anywhere near Ventress's lightsabers, honestly, which is a bit of a shame. But still, I've done it this way because if you look at Ventress's saber, she's kind of got that red, that like sort of, you know, that black bit you can see like in the middle here, is like that. I've gone for this fabric design because of it's like silver, black, silver, black, silver, black. So I've gone this fabric because that's like the closest thing I could get to it. And then Ventress's hilt is very flat at the emitter, so I've gone for the hermit design just because it's very flat. So yeah, it's probably as close as I could get, really. Let me do. Hang on. Let me. I finally got around to completing it the other day. So much better in almost every aspect compared to Fallen Order. Yeah, it's yeah. Survivor for me is so much better in every way. Honestly, you got a leak for the Ahsoka series somehow. Cody returned. Love that. Very, very good. Right, let me show you my Darth Sidious build. That would actually be kind of weird though if he actually did come back. Darth Sidious. No, not that one. It's that one. Wait, really? Rebel Hero Grip. Okay. Sure. Wait. Are you sure? No, definitely not Rebel Hero Grip. Hang on. No, definitely not. I've made an error in my build in my notes, but I will change that in a second. So I want copper, and then I want copper, and then I want electrum plated, and then I want silver alloy. Yeah, that's definitely not my lightsaber build. Oh, hang on, I've not even got the right. Yeah, I think. Ah, crap. I don't even think it's that, you know. Oh, this is really frustrating because I had the build. Is it this one? No. I think it's this. I think this is my my Darth Sidious lightsaber build. I don't know why I've written down Rebel Hero Grip because it's just not suitable. Darth Sidious lightsaber. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I mean that's more suitable, but it's not as. I mean, Hermit would make the most sense, I think. But yeah. Not gonna lie, it would be cool to start collecting of lightsabers for like $500 each. Yeah, well, I mean, the overall experience in Galaxy's Edge I know is that, but you can buy the lightsabers separately, and they'll be a lot cheaper. But even the Black Series lightsabers are pretty crazy expensive. But yeah. I guess I didn't get around to seeing you in London. Was just being in awe of my first celebration. Definitely though in Japan if you're going. Yeah, I'm definitely going to Japan. But yeah, no, it's nuts though, isn't it? Because I think we were just there, and yeah, it was just so busy, the entire time. You know, it's hard to do that. So I'm sorry I didn't say anything either. But yeah, I mean, yeah, first celebration. It's just like just being there is awesome. God, I really this is really bugging me because I know I had a build I was happy with. Yeah, I mean, no, see, I think it might be the other one. Yeah, this is it. That's Harmony again? Yeah, it is. Right, so stances then I'm going to go... Oh, I can't even do that really. But yeah, that is my Darth Sidious lightsaber build, which is pretty cool. Yeah, Japan's going to be insane. It's going to be interesting though, because I'm going to Orlando. I'm going on holiday to Orlando um, next year. So there's actually going to be Orlando late next year, and then um, about half a year later, if that, is going to be Japan. So it's going to be mental. Getting to see the Mando episode a week early with everyone was insane too. Yeah, that was so good. I mean, were you actually in the room at the same time, or like were you actually in the room? It happened in the celebration stage, or were you in a different stage? Ooh, Orlando, bring me back Prezi. Maybe I will. What other? Oh, I didn't even. Oh wait, it's prequel. That's why. Oh, you in Galaxy's Edge? Okay. Yeah, I was in the celebration stage for the studio showcase, which was just an unreal experience. And then we were so keen to get into the celebration stage pretty early, which we did, thankfully. And yeah, we were so like, oh yeah, we'll get to the front, we'll get to the front. And as soon as we walk into the stage, we see these like stands on the left hand side that like raise you up, and it's like, well, actually, we'll probably get a much better seat there. So we just sat towards the back, but raised up so that we could just see over everyone. So yeah, that was cool. I wish we'd got celebration stage so we could see it in person, but meh. At least we saw it nonetheless. Yeah, that was yeah, at least you got to see it. I mean, they didn't really come out on stage for very long, like the actors and the directors and whatnot. They weren't there to like watch it with us. They came out and then went backstage and probably left because they'd seen it already and stuff. So And after it was done, like, you know, they didn't come back or anything. So, yeah. Look at that, Darth Sidious lightsaber. Very cool. Right, I'm gonna get up to a particular point. Maybe I will get to. Um, yeah, I don't know how far I'll go now, but yeah, I don't think I'll go on for a crazy amount longer. Can't wait for Ahsoka though. Yeah, Ahsoka's gonna be amazing. I'm so glad we got to see the trailer for that finally. Um, yeah, the show looks insane. Toronto shell. Wowza. Do I need to? Right, nice. Oh yeah, the unobtained droid upgrade. Cool. Did you bump into any actors around you whilst you were there? No, I didn't. Did you? Oh, actually, no. I mean, I didn't bump into any personally. Well, I did kind of. I didn't like speak to them, but when I was at the Hasbro, I was at the Hasbro like booth, and as soon as I was just sort of chilling there, and then Eunice just turned up, and he was there. Like, there was a security guard, and he was just sat there. He was just like looking at all the new Hasbro stuff, and some guys from Hasbro were taking him through it and whatnot. So that was really cool. I got to see Eunice like in the flesh, like really close. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Apart from that, though, I don't think I saw any. The acolyte looks insane as well. Um, like, it's kind of weird because obviously we've not had any news in, you know, we've not had any news in a while. So um, yeah, we've not had any news in a while. So um, I can't even remember where I was now. Um, I'm guessing if I just hold it in. Oh no, just. Ooh, hello. Bloody hell, what was I saying? I was saying something. Oh yeah, Acolyte. Yeah, Acolyte just looks insane, and it's really cool that Eunice, like, obviously he played Chewie, but now he gets to like stay in Star Wars by, you know, playing another Wookiee Jedi and stuff, which is really sick. So, I said hello there to JT. Nice. Didn't bump into anyone else though. Saw Ewan and Hayden amongst others in person though, whilst they were at the booths. Life equals complete. Oh, nice. Oh, that's really cool that you got to see them actually like at the booths though. Um, um, yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, I mean, I saw Eunice at a booth, and that was I'm pretty sure that was it. Um, which I mean is still really cool. And then obviously I saw, you know, I was in the same room as like Kathleen and a bunch of actors and everything like that. So just being able to be in the same room with them was really cool. I got a photo with D. Bradley Baker, which is sat just up here on top of my wardrobe, just because I don't really have anywhere else to put it at the moment. Photo of me, my girlfriend, and D. Bradley Baker, and the photo of Katie Sackhoff is at my girlfriend's. So because we kind of picked one actor we wanted to see each, so I wanted, like, D. Bradley Baker was like my choice, and then Katie was hers. So yeah, yeah. No, I'll send you a photo of the D. Bradley Baker one on Snapchat Banster. I'll do that. Remind me when I finish, and I'll do that. Do you think Hunters will release will be released this year. I think it will do, yeah, but it won't be until later this year. There's a lot of we've not heard anything in ages, but I have hope that we'll hear something at least by the end of July, saying that it'll be like with an actual specific release date. I obviously could be wrong, but we'll just have to wait and see. Ultimately, as always. But yeah, I think. Uh, nice. What was I saying? Yeah, so I think it will come out this year, but I think it will release in December, and we'll hopefully get some kind of announcement for it fairly soon. But it just depends. Um, the last official thing we heard, obviously, was literally at the start of this month. Um, with regards to its release date being in what's it early yeah, it's like early, sorry, yeah, earlier earlier this month we heard that it was going to be releasing in this fiscal year, so it means it could still be in early next year, but obviously hoping that's not the case. um Wonder when dark mode will be added to Android users. Oh, what, on Snapchat? I didn't even know dark mode was on it, to be honest. Hi, on my now. Yeah, I think if you go this way, yeah, Vashton Wolf. That'll work. Huh. I don't think I've actually ever found. I don't think I got that one. Oh, I guess you. No, it's already done, so it's interesting. Hmm. Interesting. It's been on iOS for 2-3 years. Oh wow, that's rough. Which fight did you have the most trouble with in your first playthrough? Unless it's too much spoilers, of course. What fight did I have the most trouble with? Well, none really, because I'm just sick at the game. I'm joking. Um, the trickiest fight I had initially was Ravis. Like for most people, I just got through them. Yeah, I mean, the very final boss fight was the hardest fight in the game for me. Um, yeah, that happened to be the hardest fight in the game for me. Really, was that final boss fight. Um, Everyone else though, like I got through. I mean, I was on Jedi Knight difficulty, so like my ability in terms of playing these types of games since Fallen Order, like when I was on Jedi Knight difficulty when Fallen Order came out, and I was trash. So I really struggled. a lot when that first came out. But then Jedi Knight on Survivor to me was relatively, easy. Um, so the final boss fight, I think I completed it on my fourth attempt. Ravis was the third attempt, and then everyone else was either first or second. So, yeah, Ravis I found the most challenging. I completed him on my third, like I said, but I actually with Ravis, it's like I failed the first two times, and I was like, right, I actually need to change something here. So I changed it, and then I won with ease. The final boss fight was, I think I kept getting somewhat close, but then I was like, oh, for God's sake, like I'm just dying, and I just kept trying. So yeah, it was that last stage with Ravis, which is the most brutal. Oh, it was, yeah. I mean, the first two times the first two attempts at the game. The first two attempts at Ravis, I got through. I defeated his first stage, and then. Oh wait, huh? I thought it was dead, honestly. Yeah, his first stage I got through. I'm out of force. Yeah, got through his first stage easily, but then his second stage was just bloody brutal, and then that third time, ooh, that was nice. Yeah, that third playthrough of his fight, I just changed to the blaster stance, and then because he had no way of blocking the blaster, it was like I beat him quite easily. So that's why I made that guide video on it, because oh, yeah. Oh, hello. Yeah, so I made a guide video on Ravis fight just because of ah right. Yeah, I mean I'm not much of a guide person either, and like it's just definitely not my strong suit, and these types of games definitely aren't really suitable for me to. Am I sure about that? Yeah, I don't feel like these kind of games are like where I'm able to make content easily. Oh, for flip's sake, it is up there. I just need to cut that rope and then. Well, it's because I fell off. Yeah, not bad. um, yeah. So the second stage, especially for the blaster, was just it made it so much easier because he couldn't block it in any way. So you're constantly doing damage. But I think I also maybe got a bit lucky because there were two times where he wasn't doing anything at all, so I just destroyed him. So yeah, it was definitely a difficult fight, that's for sure. And doing it on this, on Jedi Master now will definitely be even more challenging. So yeah, obviously it's a long way away though. It's really interesting. Obviously, the first time I played this, I looked at this and it was like there's just nothing. Well, I didn't know anything about it, but now obviously I know the story, pretty well, and yeah, I'm looking at the observatory, I'm looking at the forest array, and it's just like, damn. Well, hi, Mosey. Oh. Right, let's do this. Oh. That's what I thought. I really do hope we get something for hunters, though. Honestly, like, thing is, now that obviously Jedi Survivor's been out for over a month now. You know, a lot of people are completing it, and I think we're just sort of starting to get to that stage where, I mean, I could be wrong. I think maybe I am. God, I tell you what, that Neku, that's lovely. I wonder if there's like a rarity system with these things, because like that white is just getting away from me constantly. Bloody hell, I can't get close to him. Probably not that. Probably should have spoken to Mosey there first, maybe, but I don't know. I think better get back to work. No worries, my dude. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, we'll speak soon. Yeah, I feel like within the next couple of weeks, Jedi Survivor content's gonna like just dip a little bit. So yeah, I'm very keen to see hunters get some good news, so that content on that will do. I mean, hunters content's already doing well. Like I did a video like a couple weeks ago that's done really well, and the one that came out 3 hours ago is doing really well. So it's like I kind of want to just send it on hunters now, but it's like if the game doesn't come out for a whole year, then it's a bit difficult. Ravis, I'd say Ravis is one of the best characters in the game. I think he might be angry. Hey, Obi, I'm good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. How's it going? A Jedi. Mysidius Saber. There's no sound on the game. There isn't. There should be. Well, why do I go to block that? I really wasn't expecting like this just to be a standard like enemy for the Bedlam Raiders. Like I was just kind of expecting it to be like an actual boss. But I guess it makes sense given how much damage I'm doing. It's like it makes sense that he was you know, boom. Let me check this game sound. Hmm.
This is
Right,
him,
yeah,
Doma.
you'll get audio now. It might be too loud.
This is
actually,
the
if you
one who
can hear it.
stood up to the Bedlam Raiders.
All right, that's enough, Turgle.
Yeah, it's because the audio track wasn't on for it because I turned it off on one thing for when I was recording stuff. So,
Jedi.
oops, my bad.
I'm Cal. This is Speedy 1. We'd, appreciate if you kept this quiet.
Well, I hear on the frontier, only way we survive is by sticking together.
That's right.
You didn't have to step in just now, but you did.
Yes, you did.
Turgle, shut it.
Eh.
We'll keep your secret safe.
Love it.
Cal, I'm sure we could both benefit from it.
Thanks.
Be seeing you. No, the thing is, it's no one told me about the lack of game audio. It's just like, oh, it's painful, man. How have you been? I've been very well, thank you. Busy and stuff, but uni's finished now, so I can relax a bit and try and find jobs and work and whatnot. So, yeah. Good. How about yourself, though?
Looking for
Hope
an
you're
old
doing well.
friend. 4 arms, hairy, big mouth.
Vertically challenged. You can come out now, old boy. The coast is clear.
I'll tell you, Monk, the Bedlam Raiders are gonna be the end of this town. We got no hope. Zero. Zilch. Nothing. How you doing, BD? Wait a minute. Cal. Cal, just get over here, you son of a bogling. Oh, it's been a while. I missed you, kid.
Hi.
Let me look at you. You look terrible.
Yeah, it's good to see you too, Grease.
I love Grease. He's such a good
Are
character.
you taking care of him? Are you taking care of the Mantis?
Well, we ran into some trouble on our last job.
What sort of trouble?
The Imperial kind.
Oh, yeah, I should have guessed. They've been creeping around Kobo too lately.
Gyro's burnt out on the Mantis. We'll need your help to get moving again.
Yeah, sure, whatever you need. Come on, grab some seed. Listen, Monk, get my friend something special to drink.
Refreshments. One slippery monk coming right up.
I love Monk. Okay, good. I'm okay getting back to work after illness, enjoying doing stuff with the channel and learning. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. Sorry to hear that.
Your description,
Yeah, hopefully
justice.
you're fully recovered and whatnot.
Monk and I picked it up from the previous owner.
But yeah,
to,
no, it's always really exciting, I think, and just like always really cool learning new stuff for the channel.
Been introduced. You okay, Grease?
oh, yeah.
There's stuff actually earlier in the stream I was talking about, which I'm really excited to do at some point. Like I'm gonna do a podcast for Star Wars Hunters, and I'll do it like every month. But I want to incorporate like 3D asset elements into things, and use some like voice mod changing stuff. So yeah, I think it'd be really fun to do that.
The Empire's only growing stronger.
So that's like a next big thing for me to sort of work on and learn, but I don't know when I'll get around to doing it, to be honest. So
Yeah, hey, we had some good
maybe
times,
whilst I'm on
didn't we,
holiday.
huh? Me, you,
I'll give it a
Space
crack.
Witch, Seer. Have you talked to her lately?
Marin's always on the move, exploring new places, making new friends.
I was talking about Seer.
No. It's been a while. You?
Well, her credits helped us get this place off the ground, but she hasn't visited yet. She's very busy with this new project. Hey, Cal. Why don't you relax a little before we fix the Mantis? The galaxy can wait a couple hours.
Well, we should probably get moving as soon as we finish up.
I got a spare room down in the basement made up especially for you. You should check it out.
Check it out, boy.
All right. Thanks, Grease.
Thank you, Grease, indeed. Right, I will call it there, I think. It's been 2 hours, approximately. So let me head downstairs.
This stage has seen better days.
Oof, yeah, it's rough. Rain. I guess like certain times ahead, I don't
Where's the
anticipate becoming big,
Basement
but I'm
must
just
be
having
through
fun
here.
streaming and having people join in. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, man. Like, you can't. Obviously, the goal is always to get big, but it's something that takes a
He's
lot of
really outdid
time.
himself.
And I mean, different things can happen at different times for different people. I mean, like for example,
Grease always had a green thumb.
did you use voice mod on PC or phone? PC, I've got it on. But yeah, I mean, if you look at me, for example, I've been doing this like consistently for, well, consistently like over 5 years, but almost 6 years, and I'm at whereabouts
Still talking in your sleep,
4
huh?
point. I'm at
Some
4.2k.
things
I'm
never
8 away
change.
from 4.2
Weirdo.
exactly.
Airball.
So yeah, it's taken me that long to get here, which is very, very slow
Thanks for letting me
compared
crash.
to a lot of others. I mean, it
Why do you
took
think I've kept your stuff
like
around
Sammy,
all
for
these years?
example, Sammy
I
Boy
was
got to
hoping
like
you'd stop by and
40k
take the
within
lead.
Both
like
know
a
what
year and
happens
a
when you stay in
half,
one
I
place too
think.
long. Said there's a spare gyro around
So
here
it's
somewhere?
like,
We've got plenty of
yeah,
time
that's
to fix the man.
you know, that's
You
pretty
are what I wanna
mental.
talk
Like that's
I'm
really good. And
Sooner we
actually,
get
I
moving,
think
the better.
if you're like a really strong channel and you're uploading constantly and you're doing all the right things, that's
Yeah.
you
One
know,
of us
I've
has to keep
seen
fighting.
that
That's
happen
fine.
quite a
That's
bit.
the exact same thing you said the day
And I
we
think
all
that
split up.
was
Yeah, because I
that kind of period was about to happen for me, but then Battlefront 2 died, so that caused it to
know you all had your reasons. But walking away isn't
yeah,
an option for me.
but it's like
I have to
where
hold
was
the
I?
line.
And where's that gotten you, Cal?
Sorry, I can't remember
wish
where I
things
was
were
now.
different,
Oh yeah,
keep losing
like
people. And you yourself
so I was at a point where I was
Players
going up
stronger
like
every
a
day.
couple hundred subs a
Now maybe
month,
it's time
and
for
then
you to do
Battlefront 2
something
ended,
more
and
than
that
a
just
lightsaber.
dropped completely, and I never
Think about
recovered.
yourself. Settle down,
Um,
find a home.
What?
So I'm just
Grease.
waiting for like the
There
next
is no
big
home.
thing. I mean, this year's
Home was
been
the
really
order.
like
It was my
really
teacher. It
good
was everyone I
so
lost.
far. Like I'm averaging between like 60 to 90 subscribers a month at the moment, which is really good. Given how quiet things have been. Jedi Survivor's been amazing as well in terms of like views and whatnot.
Somebody who had to learn the
But
hard way. You gotta know
yeah,
when to
I just
walk away
need
from a rigged
a
game,
multiplayer
otherwise
game
you are gonna
really,
end up losing
because
something you can never replace.
in terms of content, like making content on single player games is good. Just like literally like a couple weeks leading up to launch is amazing, and at launch is amazing. But then after about 2 months, that's where things really properly die off a little bit.
I want to show you something.
So yeah, it's a lot to do with just making good content,
It came with the canteen.
but also
Now you go ahead and look. I keep a lot of spare parts down there.
yeah, so it's about like making good content and being consistent, but also yeah, being lucky with timing, because yeah, like timing just unfortunately wasn't on my side. I was about to really blow up, and then like time ended for Battlefront 2, so I was like, oh crap, you know, like it just shafted me massively. So
Grease.
yeah, but so far this year it's been good, and hopefully we'll get some good news for Hunters soon. Because it's like if Hunters gets a release date, let's say next week they release a brand new trailer and there's a release date for Hunters, then at that point it's like
I need to focus.
yeah, at that point I don't know why I'm doing that because I'm going to do something first.
Let's mix it up.
Yeah, at that point, as soon as a release date is announced, I can just grind the living hell out of Hunters content in every single way, and hopefully things will go pretty well. But until then, it's just a waiting game, really, just trying to keep up with Jedi Survivor content and stuff. But yeah, it's just a matter of when, really, I think. I've been doing this since like 2016, still at 1K, but learned a lot. And that's the thing, yeah. Like you will, even if you're not going through like high growth periods, you still learn stuff. And I think the thing with you as well, Jen, is you haven't been uploading consistently. So if if you'd been uploading consistently, then things might be different. You might be at like 2K or 3K or something. Like you just don't know until you're in that situation. Yeah, silver alloy, and then I'm not going to need fabric. So I'm just building I'm just building my Darth Maul lightsaber for when I record my video tomorrow. Oh no, I don't care about that. Let me know what you think about this build as well, actually, when it's done. Centauri crew, heat. Justice. Yeah, that makes sense. There we go. This is my Darth Maul lightsaber build. It's pretty nice. I don't like the fact that the red, like the emitters, just show the red already. It's a bit annoying, but yeah. Other than that, I like it. Big fan. Yeah, the trouble with Hunters is that it's been coming for what seems like forever. I'm not sure how much hype there is for it now. Well, I mean, at this moment in time, there isn't a huge amount of hype, but that doesn't mean there can't be. And, like the thing is, they've not really marketed. They've not really had a big marketing push for the game at all. They did an announcement trailer. They did a reveal, they did a cinematic trailer. And then they did a gameplay trailer, and that all seemed like it was going to release in like sort of early 2022, which I think it probably would have done, but then something's clearly happened that made it not. So, Tom, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. By the way, guys, I'm not really going to do much else now in the game. I'm just going to sort of sit here and talk for a bit because I like talking. Yeah. So, where was I? What was I saying? Oh yeah, so there's not been a big marketing push for the game, really, especially on like social media. There's in the countries the game's out, there has been there has been a lot of ads and marketing for it, just not really on the social media accounts. So there's a lot of interest in the game still outside of like the UK and the US and whatnot. But I think there's also just a lot of mystery surrounding it because a lot of people know about it, but they're like, oh, what's happening with it? Like where is it? Or oh yeah, they might see a video and be like, oh yeah, I remember that game. I wonder what's going on. So there's a lot of intrigue and mystery surrounding it at the moment, which has been very beneficial for myself because I make content on the game and it just does really well straight away. So that's been nice. But if we get a new trailer for it, like I said, if we get a new trailer for it next week and then they have a release date for November, that gives them like 4 to 5 months for them to just grind out marketing and make people know about the game. And at that point as well, I think more YouTubers will actually jump on the bandwagon and start making content on it, and more people will know about it. So I think the game will be absolutely fine, and it's obviously multiplayer. It's the first multiplayer game we've had in what likely will be about 3 years, because obviously there was Squadrons, and yeah. But I think the game will easily have a lot of players. It's free to play as well, so there's no reason not to play it, really. So yeah, I think it will do really well. But yeah, I am better than very good. Why is that? Is there some good news? I hope. I'm glad to hear it though. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you very much. Yeah, nothing to complain about, which is nice. But yeah, things happened in life that killed my motivation every time I was ready to do something. Yeah, that's fair. I get that. So I tried taking the short way and made bad videos, to be honest, so use your time to make a video as good as possible as you can. Yeah, and that's the thing, but the good thing about that, Jen, is like if you feel like you made bad videos, then you know that like you've experienced that and you kind of know what you're not happy with, so you know not to go down that path again. But there's absolutely no reason. I mean, in all fairness, like in terms of like the clips channel, for example, like it also just it's really subjective because like obviously something like the clips channel, for example, I just post sort of like gameplay clips and stuff like that, and it's like that's not really content I consider good content, but it does pretty well on the clips channel, so it's like I might as well do that stuff. But the clips channel's nice for that though, because it kind of opens up that side of things where I can just like upload anything random and cool that I think is happening, but also just really short, like insightful stuff. And then with shorts, I mostly try and upload like somewhat insightful stuff, but then also just like a bit of a lot of gameplay stuff as well. I'll just post via shorts because it doesn't infest the main channel feed really, which is nice. So yeah, short format content's really nice for that kind of stuff, really. But yeah, hope it comes to PS5. I think it might do. Yeah, I think it might come to PS5, but obviously I don't think that'll be for a while. So it will launch on mobile and Switch only. But I think if it does really well on Switch especially, then I think at that point they'll then look at doing Xbox and PlayStation ports for the game. So we'll just have to wait and see. I wouldn't bank on it, but honestly, the game's fun on the mobile anyway. But I'm mostly just really excited to play it on Switch because that is ultimately a console. So yeah. Today I signed the contract for my apprenticeship today, meaning it's now official, which feels amazing. Not gonna lie, dude. Yes, that's awesome. Is that So is that like a 2-year apprenticeship thing, or Yeah, but yeah, congrats. We were literally talking about it 2 weeks ago, and you were umming and ahhing. Oh, not sure what to do. Not sure what to do. Ooh. Now you're here. Hell yeah, love that for you, Tom. Very, very pleased. My videos are awful, lol, but I'm just learning as I go. I think I'm more into live streams anyway, and that's going to be my focus going forward. And yeah, I mean, the thing is, I mean, I've not seen your videos yet, but you might think they're awful, but there's definitely something that everything I think will have a redeeming quality for sure. Like even in my content, like some of it's not going to be great, but there's always going to be redeeming qualities about it, which you can take into future videos. And that's the thing, you're learning as you go. Like you've not been doing this for long at all, so there is a huge learning curve for you to undertake with this whole thing. So yeah. So and I think that's the important thing to take from that. I mean, there's always this whole thing of like, if you make 100 videos, like improve on something each time. So it's like, the way I'd see it is like, let's say my very first video is let's say it's Battlefront 2, right? I literally just load up Battlefront 2 and I play a game of Galactic Assault, and I literally just upload that game of Galactic Assault. Like just the entire thing, no edits whatsoever. I just have it cut starting at the very beginning of the game, and I have it ending at the very end of the game. And then it's like, okay, well, for the next video, it'll be a gameplay again, but it's like, I need to improve something from that video into this one. So at that point, it's like, okay, well, the first improvement I can initially think of is just cutting out like the spawn screen stuff, because the spawn screen stuff is always super dull. So at that point, it's like, if I edit out the spawn screen stuff, then that video is already better in my eyes than the gameplay stuff. I mean, gameplay can also, as much as I'm not particularly a big fan of just flat out gameplay videos, they do really well on YouTube, so there's no like reason not to do it. So yeah, like I might even look at just uploading my Hunters gameplay, and just like, even though I've got like the clips channel, I might even just have a look at just uploading, 5-minute gameplay content on there potentially as well, because why not? But yeah, so it's a 3-year contract. Oh hell, yeah, 3-year apprenticeship, nice. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, hell yeah. So do you know what you're going to do? Have you got any ideas of like where you'd go after the apprenticeship? Would you think you'll stick there afterwards, or do you think you'll? I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Tom. Congrats. Enjoy it. Learn lots. Work hard. Get some monies. But yeah, going back to that. So it's like, yeah, gameplay. So yeah, cut out the spawn screen stuff, and it's already better. And then it kind of depends then what you want to go into, because you could also then just cut out. Well, the next thing I guess as well that I'd take to improve it further is just taking out any like unimportant like riffraff stuff. So so any time where you're just like at spawn and you're just running into action, there's just nothing going on, cutting that out and just having it so that it's like just the action stuff again makes it better. If you have a really bad life where it's just like you run and you die and you keep that in, then the next video you take that kind of stuff out, and then it's just like sort of lives where you're actually getting kills, and it goes into that side of things. So yeah, there's that, but then also then you can also just look at overall editing stuff. So maybe you might want to like do some like post processing. So you might want to like color grade it for whatever reason, or you want to add your own custom music to it. Have transitions from one thing to another. Like there's so many different things you can do to improve the video in every aspect. Even just having gameplay where it's just gameplay on its own, and then adding voiceover to it again makes it a bit more engaging. Adding lower thirds which are just saying a bit like that, it's just like, oh, subscribe or follow me on Twitter or stuff like that, like again that's an improvement. So there's always something that could be worked on. So yeah, there's that. It's always interesting to look at that side of things. Obviously, if time comes into it and you don't have a huge amount of time, what was I saying? Yeah, I mean, if you're like not quite good on time, then obviously you can just rush something out, which honestly isn't a bad thing to do sometimes, because a lot of people might just be like, oh, like only upload really high quality content and stuff. But if you waited 2 days to upload a really high quality video, let's say it's news, for example, and you're so like strict on high quality content, if you wait 2 days to post this news video, you're already limiting yourself to the type of view, like to the amount of views you can get. Whereas if you just put out this piece of news content within about an hour and a half after it's come out, you're just going to get more views from that. So it's just like it really depends on what you're going and what you're doing and stuff. So yeah, that's I think the best advice is you can do what others are doing, but make it your own. Be patient, make the best video you can with that, with what you have, and always look forward, but improve what you did in your past. Yeah, and that's actually a really good piece of advice, Jen, because it's not something I ever really thought too much about doing. But I was in a call with Twisted and Sammy a couple of weeks ago, and they essentially said the same thing. It's just like, because I was kind of like, oh, I don't really know what to do for Jedi Survivor content at the moment. Like a lot of people have already done these things, so I kind of don't really want to do it. And they were just like why? Like do it anyway, because everyone's got their own sort of style of content anyway. Like people have different editing styles, and people have their own voices and opinions and everything like that. So just because someone else has done that kind of video before doesn't mean you can't, because your opinion on something might be different, or the way you portray that particular thing is going to be different as well. So like, for example, I made this so I sort of heeded those words in a video I did the other week. So yeah, so 9 days ago I uploaded a video that was titled "This Jedi Survivor feature did not disappoint," and that was a 4-minute video where I was talking about the bounty hunter missions in Jedi Survivor and how there's like, if you complete it, something really cool happens. I won't go into spoilers for that just in case. But yeah, so I'd already seen, like, Sammy himself and a few others had already made videos on this, so it's just like I didn't really see the point in doing that. But then it's just like, well, I've titled it and sort of done a thumbnail that is a bit vague. Yeah, I mean, saying "This Jedi Survivor feature did not disappoint," like, that's already very vague. It's just like, what the hell's that going on about? And then the thumbnail for it is just pointing at Cage, saying this was insane. Like, that's, again, also very vague and I think very intriguing as well. So it's like, oh, what's going on there? And then it's just me talking about the bounty hunter stuff, which, you know, a lot of people already made content on. That video is now at 663 views and has done very well for me. So it's like, so yeah, there was clearly a market for that video to do. So yeah, 15.8k impressions, and the click-through rate's only 3.3%, which isn't, like, I mean, it's okay. So yeah, like, that ultimately did pretty well. So yeah, there's absolutely no reason why you can't, just because other people have made videos doesn't mean you can't do it either. Because again, it's like ranking content, for example. Twisted did a ranking video of the lightsaber stances, and then about a couple of days later I released mine. And obviously we might have different, and this is the thing, we're going to have slightly differing opinions, or maybe we have the same list, but we're going to have maybe we'll have different reasons as to why they're where they are. So I released that video anyway, and it's on 5k views with a 7.5 click-through rate, and it's like, whoa, that's insane. Like, for me in particular, that's insane. I mean, for all other creators that might not be a lot, but like, for me, that's just mental. So yeah, it's just one of those things. You need to don't be afraid to just look at what other people have done and copy those ideas, but sort of twist it to your own way. Obviously, if someone's done something, don't just copy what they've done exactly to the word. Put your own spin on it, you know. Yeah. So you see yourself working there in the future for a long time, as I do like it. It's local, and I already know people. It's a small world, not gonna lie. It really is a small world. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. That's for sure. Yeah, no, I mean, that's fair. I think as well, if you see yourself wanting to go into, like, motorsport mechanics as well, like, don't be afraid to put yourself out there as well. Like, don't restrict yourself just because it's local, or you know the people as well. That's what I would say, is don't feel like you need to restrict yourself. But obviously, you know, you've got 3 years now. Enjoy it, work hard, and obviously best of luck. Also, be patient with ideas. They don't come like that, so better to take some time off brainstorming than rushing out videos just to post them. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, I'd really recommend creating a schedule. Like, if you know how often you want to upload, make a schedule and stick to it as best as you can, because YouTube loves consistency. And also, if you can schedule your content, it means that if you make videos and you're 2 weeks ahead and you run out of ideas, you've still got 2 weeks of content being posted anyway. So that's also 2 weeks you can just brainstorm. If you are running out of like the way I come up with ideas for content is well, I mean, in terms of this sort of, I post a bunch of gameplay and talk about it. Like recently, obviously, I've done that sort of Jedi Survivor feature insane, like the whole bounty hunter stuff. I've never really done ranking content an awful lot before as well. And then, yeah, I did this video saying Jedi Survivor just got very weird, and that was a video talking about this creepy guy on Kobo. It's like I've never really made that style of content before, but I went for it, and that's kind of because I've done that now. I've kind of learned the ropes a little bit on how to do that kind of content, so I can now look back at other things, maybe even just Lego Star Wars. It's like if there's a particular side mission which is kind of funny, it's just like I could go back and play that and just record my audio and just be like, oh yeah, this, or just even go over like having played it and then just be like, oh, this was really cool, or this was really funny, like yeah, just that type of stuff. I can just go and do that now because I feel like I've got that skill now. But yeah, the best way to brainstorm, honestly, is just look at a game and all of its features and then just sort of break them down as much as you. Yeah, so break down those ideas, or like break down those features even, because that might make you come up with some ideas. Actually, I was gonna go on hunters, but I'm gonna make it a bit more challenging. I'll go on to Galaxy of Heroes. I don't make Galaxy of Heroes content, so I have no ideas for this game. But I'm going on it now. This is probably where it comes up like, oh, you need to update it. Please don't say that. I will head off in a sec, by the way, as well, because I really need to go to the toilet. Not that you needed to know. Do apologise. That's sad. Right, sorry, bear with me. I'm going for a bunch of different rewards. Right, I'm on the game. Oh, let's head to the collection first. So the first thing is you've got your light side battles, dark side battles, cantina battles, arena table, challenges. Like, there's so much stuff on this main menu. So it's like you could make a video. You could make a video for each section explaining what they are to new players. For example, you could literally target content at just new players, and just be like, yeah. So light side battles explained. Okay, so it's 9 big stages where you play as light side characters. So maybe you just need to do it as a short or something, or it's just a video that you make into 2 minutes or something. You explain it. You kind of explain that each stage it gets harder and harder, and whatnot. And then again, you do the same for dark side battles, and that's 2 videos already. Cantina battles are different. It's where you get to use both light side and dark side. You can mix things around. And cantina battles also have the rewards, so you can explain those rewards in the same fashion, and they have different energy and whatnot. And yeah, so you can explain all that side of things to like targeted new players. But then obviously you've got all of the different characters, so at that point you can kind of do lore content. So maybe I'd probably do it as a short, but you can just do lore content with gameplay of that character in the background. God, there's so many characters I don't have because I've just not played this in a while. Though in all fairness, actually, a lot of the characters I don't have are like the ones that you need to unlock all of them fully first, and they're just complex to get. So anyway, yeah. So it's like you kind of do lore content. There's a ton of characters in this game, so you could just explain all of that. A funny story was within like 2 days I got it pretty much just speaking to. Oh, you got it like literally 2 days after speaking to me, but they just needed to make a contract. Wow, that's awesome. To be fair, I kind of had a feeling that might have happened anyway, just because you seemed obviously it's like you're there, you know them, like they, they clearly like you. So yeah, that really doesn't surprise me at all, Tom. To be honest, it's nice to be in that situation though. It really is. So yeah, lore content for each character, like gameplay showcases for those characters. Obviously, a big thing about this game is squad building. So you could build, you can just then build particular squads for different things, for different reasons. There's also mods on the game, so you can add like health mods and damage mods and things like that. So it's then at that point you make builds for characters. So you make like guide content, so specific builds for characters and whatnot. So that's again because there are so many characters in this game, you can make so many lore build videos based on that alone. So yeah, there's just loads of content you can do, and to be honest, I have a feeling my boss had that planned like the moment I started my work placement. Yeah, I mean the thing is like for them, they know because they know you and stuff. It will probably make their lives easier anyway. So it's like, well, they'll just try and encourage you to get on board and stuff anyway. And obviously, given that you probably went to them about this anyway, so it's just like, oh yeah, the plans worked. So yeah, I mean that's how it is sometimes. It's the easiest thing for them to be able to do. So yeah. Anyway, I'm on hunters now. So yeah, with hunters there is you can level up each ability has 2 variants, and you can sort of build it up, and you can build them up in different ways. So you can have, so for this MR of X thing, so you've got evade, which is 2 variants. So it's the grapple ability where it's got evade and momentum. Evade will allow you to hang on, so the evade function, so after landing gain 30% damage reduction for 2 seconds, and momentum is gain 40, so after landing gain 40% movement speed for 2 seconds. So you've got damage reduction and movement speed, and then so damage reduction for 2.5 seconds, for 2.25 seconds, plus reduced cooldown for 3 seconds, and then become invulnerable to damage for 3 seconds after grappling is the final tier for it, which is pretty nuts. And then momentum is extra speed for longer, and then after land. So the final thing is after landing, gain 40% movement speed and 10% damage increase for 3 seconds. So you can only do one of them. You can only do evade up to those 5 tiers, or momentum up to those 5 tiers. But because you can only have a certain amount of materials to upgrade each character with, I think it gets to 35 or 40 or something. So you won't be able to get all 3 abilities up to the 5th tier. I think you can have 1 5 and 2 4s with the variants. So there's different builds for characters that you could use. So it's like guide content there. Obviously, you can just have like your generic gameplay stuff, but then every character has a bunch of skins. So you can do lore content based on that appearance, especially if it's inspired by something within the game, within Star Wars already. Then you can just do that, or you just do like little showcases. And then there's the biggest thing for hunters, I think, really for me is just speculation. To be honest, like talking about what features I want to see. It's a multiplayer game, so I can just look at Battlefront 2 and Squadrons, for example, and see what they've got that Hunters maybe doesn't have. So Squadrons has ranked, for example, Hunters doesn't. It's sort of in the files that I think hunters will get ranked, but currently it doesn't. So it's like you could talk about that. You can talk about improvements to certain systems and like, yeah, ideas for days really. A big thing that I really want to do is when the game comes out, I want to play it with friends on a mic. So I've already spoken to Sammy about this, but yeah, Hunters Ranked would be awesome. But it's just like if me, so I've got a group chat with me, Sammy, Twisted, and Niveleth, and like if it's the 4 versus 4 game, the 4 of us just chat a load of rubbish anyway. So if we got it so that we were all mic'd up and recorded, and I had it on the Switch, for example, and recorded it via Streamlabs with all mics on and recording and everything like that, that would play out so bloody well. Like it would just be really fun. I think it would just be really funny, or we would demolish teams and stuff. So that's just like one video a week. Is like we could just be steamrolling teams in ranked, for example, or there's just funny commentary going on and stuff. And yeah, that's the kind of video that I'd like to be releasing at least once a week, hopefully when the game comes out. Or even just with it doesn't obviously have to be those 3. It's like there's a few content creators in the Hunters community anyway that I've been talking to quite a lot, so it'd be really cool to like talk, play games with them and do that. So yeah, I don't know. Apex Ranked is a mess right now. Yeah, I remember you saying a couple of weeks ago that it was kind of broken. Yeah, not ideal. It's actually quite funny because I saw a TikTok the other day where this guy went to just randomly interview these 2 people on the street, and they were like, "Oh, he was like, "Oh, what do you do for jobs?" And he's like, "Oh, we're game developers." And one guy was like, "Oh, I work on Apex Legends," and straight away he was just like fixed. He was like fixed ranked, and then the guy just looked really awkward, and then just they walked off, and it was like. Ooh. But I think the guy doesn't work on the ranked system anyway, so it's like it's not his like area. But it was just like, yeah, it was a bit awkward, but kind of funny. Bless him. Anyway, I am going to call it a day there because it's been a while now. I've just been sat here looking at Darth Maul lightsaber build for ages. So, boom ski.
I can definitely work with
So
that.
yeah. Fix rank, make it cross progression, next gen update, better audio, bam, better Apex. Well, maybe they'll be working on that stuff now anyway, and who knows? Who knows? Anyway, I am going to head off there. So, yeah, thank you all for tuning in today. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'm not gonna be streaming now for at least 2 weeks. Well, it probably realistically it might be 3 or 4, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, I can't see myself streaming an awful lot over the summer. The main reason I wanted to stream tonight was just because I wanted to get the red lightsaber so that I can use the like Sith lightsaber builds and stuff for videos. So yeah, I'm on holiday next week. The week after, I'm actually busy. The week after that is then gonna get very busy because things are starting, which I'll talk about more later down the line. But yeah, so thank you for tuning in. I will obviously be around on Discord and Twitter whenever, but stream-wise, it will probably be a good few weeks. And I'll probably only stream if it's like, oh, I really want to continue New Journey Plus, then it's like, yeah, I'll definitely do that. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, ciao for now, and yeah, enjoy the Summer Games Fest because hopefully we'll get some news, and if we do, I'll post about it. But yeah, I am going to go now. Thank you for watching, guys, and may the force be with you always.